This is Mr. and what I have for you today is a cloned Lalo, but it's not using a blimp. It's using a Stone Slammer. Don't see that very often. Let's have a look at how this actually transpires. Town Hall 13 wipeout on this case. Looks like we've got 4 loons coming in on that Archer Tower up there on the top left. Here comes the blimp now. Now, the other thing about this is this was a fresh hit, so nothing was really known about the base, although there is something familiar about this base that I just can't put my finger on. Not sure if it was used in an ESL match or something like that, or it's a modified Town Hall 12 base or something. It just looks really familiar and I don't know why. Something about this little compartment up here on the left and this circular inferno kind of island on that right-hand side. King goes down. So the blimp's taken out a good section of that base. So you can see here, now with that gone, there's only going to be one path. If everything's going to come this way, however, that would be coming in against the sweepers. So that's possibly not the wisest thing to do. Most of the time, it's not the wisest thing to do. But if you can get the king in, if you can get the queen in to that area, then the queen can take out this sweeper, Town Hall, a couple of Teslas. Maybe she gets all the Teslas, takes out the enemy. Well, that's not the enemy queen, but takes out the defending RC. If she is able to do all of that, that'd be pretty spectacular. But she's not. Okay, let's have a look. We're coming in on that top side, so we're kind of coming in against the sweepers here. Attacking queen's about to go down. Well, there she goes. Now there's, because of the initial push into the base, you can see now that lovely little path that everything has to take right across the base into the scatter shot. Got 2 freezers, should be using those on the scatter shot, I would assume, as well as a Grand Warden. There we go. It wasn't used on the scatter shot, but it was used on the Inferno area because that was likely to going to take out a couple of loons there. And then we've got the other freeze that's just gone down onto, well, the sweeper and the Royal Champ as well to stop the Royal Champ going. And that's it. It almost looked like it was a little bit too easy. Now, watch the Hound. The Hound is chasing the goblins while the pups are chasing the Hound. So I thought that was like a little bit interesting. The pups are trying to shoot the Hound, and the Hound is trying to get a couple of shots off on the goblins and the skellies as well. There goes one goblin now. But I got a kick out of everything trying to chase these goblins. It kind of reminded me a little bit of about Benny Hill. We'll have one more look at this because, yeah, I just got a kick out of the goblin chase down. The Hound's chasing the goblin, the pup's chasing the Hound, and then the skelly's chasing the goblin as well because the goblin got into their area. Anyway, it was a nice little attack. Great use of the blimp. So if you need to come in, obviously it's a good lesson as far as I'm concerned. If you need to do a blimp kind of a push where you would have been using a blimp, you would have had to come in from this side. However, what he's done instead is come in with the Stone Slammer, using the weapons as a pathing to just come into that side with the Stone Slammer. And then he's released the cloned E-Drag spell combo in that location. Takes out the enemy queen. Now, if he'd come in with a blimp, that wouldn't have happened. But following the pathing of the weapons, the Stone Slammer basically enabled that to happen. King goes down. Those balloons up there. Oh, there we go. The E-Drag's lightning took out that last Archer Tower. So a couple extra balloons. 27 balloons left. We're going to have a look at how many balloons he's actually brought in on this one. So he's used 4 at the beginning, so that's 31. Probably used a couple of them then. But probably brought in 33 balloons onto this attack. He's got 3 super goblins up his sleeve, and here comes the queen. Level 70 queen, level 70 king, level 50 Grand Warden, and of course level 20 RC as well. So bringing in the max champs, max royals, obviously, max base, max troops, max everything, all sort of equalizes itself out. So queen, she doesn't get the royal champ down. She gets a bit of trash down. A couple of minions already up in this little area here on the left. Going to get some cleanup minions going down there shortly. Pups in. Pups, or lava hounds have both popped and released their pups. Haste spell. So there's the scatter shot down here. And look at that. Expos on the ground. Expos on the ground. All the expos on the ground. kind of cried out to be attacked by air by placing all the expos on the ground, really. Probably didn't think the base could be attacked by air, and certainly who would have thought you can attack it by air virtually coming straight on into a sweeper, even though you're kind of going to the side of the sweeper, you're still kind of pushing into the sweeper in that regard. So here comes the hound chasing the goblins and the pups chasing the hound. Minions are down on this right-hand side, up the top, everything, nice little cleanup, brilliant little piece of thinking and funneling to make this attack happen. The king getting access for the queen to the town hall, and then the blimp loon part up here to create that nice little pathing for the rest of the troops, and to also take out the queen with the clone E-drag loon typical combo. Now there it was, 35 balloons with 12 minions and 2 lava hounds. Who would have thought that a Town Hall 13, Max Town Hall 13, would go down like that, and with using a cloned E-drag in a blimp? So that brings a whole new sort of element to the game, that if you can path the blimp in from a couple of weapons to a couple of weapons, the Stone Slammer, you don't need to just path a blimp over. You can just let the Stone Slammer follow its way in, and you can achieve access to a deeper set queen doing it that way. In any case, that's all I've got for this video. I just wanted to show you this, what I thought was a pretty awesomely planned attack, and of course that little quirky goblin chase down at the end as well. If you have any questions or comments about this, do please leave them down below. If you like this sort of thing, you want to see a little bit more of this, maybe some quirky attacks or something like that, subscribe to the channel, share it with your clanmates as well, might give them some ideas. And as always, thanks for watching.